How you doing, guys? This is MMP or Fan94, and today I have a special series of videos for you today, and it'll be the start of a 5-episode series on Metal Gear Solid, which is a favourite game of mine. I first played it when I was 8 years old, and it's a fantastic game. It was the first game I ever played, and it was the first game I ever completed. And I have played it a million times, and I've finished it countless times, and it is definitely one of my all-time favourite games. And I've forgotten how many times I've finished it. It's just absolutely amazing. The music's great. The boss battles are brilliant. I mean, it hasn't got first-person view mode, but I mean, it's still a great game. I mean, it's 21 years old now, and I still never get sick of it. Of course, it was released on 3rd of September 1998, so it was. And here it is. Of course, mine's the platinum version. They also have the original version, which is black. The PlayStation logo is black, but I managed to get it off eBay for about £5 for the platinum edition. So it was originally released on the PlayStation. Now, I don't have the original PlayStation, but I do have the PlayStation 1, which is here. Nice wee system. I'll do a review on that soon. The controller and memory cards, which you'll need for Metal Gear Solid, because you need to save it, because it's a 5-hour game. So that's why I'm doing 5 one-hour episodes to get it through. So the plan is do 5 one-hour episodes and then maybe do a 10-minute conclusion video. So I will get to it and start the review. So enjoy the review, guys. Right, here we go. Metal Gear Solid. Just a bit of trivia for you, that wee tune you heard there at the Konami logo is actually the tune taken from another Hideo Kojoma game called Police Knots. So just thought you might want to know that. Right, this is the intro to the game. Love watching it. Watch it every time I play this game. You can't skip it, but I love to watch it.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstead, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike. Stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, Master of Disguise, Vulcan Raven, Giant and Shaman, and Revolver Ocelot, Specialist in Interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound Squad Leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Right, that was the intro. This is the startup screen, or the menu screen. Press start and you have your options: new game, load game, options, briefing, special, VR training, and then back to new game. So for this purpose, this video, we're going to do a new game. You have the choice of doing easy, normal, hard, and extreme. Hard and extreme are really difficult. Plus, you have no radar, so that makes it a lot harder too. But I'm going to do it normal for this video.
Stay alert. Can you be through here? I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bombs and flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Right, this is the first area in the game. It's called the docks. Now, if you're playing it on the PlayStation 3, to switch the analog on, you go to controller settings, you go down to digital mode, and you switch it on to analog mode. And you can now move with the analog stick. So you go down here to get a ration. And then you can go across here, but there's nothing really over there. Right, so your main objective is to get through the game without being seen, because if you get caught, you will be screwed. Now the controls for this game are X to crouch and crawl, circles to punch, and triangle is for first person view mode, and square throws your opponents and chokes them.
down. You better hide somewhere.
Right, you have to hide until the elevator comes down, or left, I should say. And another Genome soldier comes out on the left. And you have to wait here until he comes out. Just make sure you don't get seen. Again, triangle is for first person view mode, and it comes in handy. So you can see what the guards are doing from a distance. Right, here he comes. Right, that's the first part of the game done.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Thanks to the VR training I did on board the Discovery.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Right, this part of the game is the heliport. Now this is one of my favourite areas in the whole game. I like to come back here after I've got all the items and stuff and mess about with the genome soldiers. So the obstacles in this part is there's 3 genome soldiers, there's 3 surveillance cameras, and there is searchlights. You need to be careful with the searchlights. And they go across like that. Now when it's like that there, don't go across to get the chaff. Then when it goes like that, you go across. Now you need shaft grenade to fool the cameras.
A surveillance camera?
Right, to get in the tank hangar you have to go through the ducts. Now that one is kind of hard to do because there's a surveillance camera, so your best bet is to go to the one up there. Now to get the SOCOM, which is your pistol, you get it in here. And you now have your first weapon. But just be careful when firing it because there's no suppressor for it yet. You don't get that until the tank hangar. So don't be firing it because it'll alert the guards. So you've got the surveillance camera there and you just go under it simply. Alright, and to save it, you go on to Mailing's codec call.
You caught Snake?
Go to save. And there you are. That's your game saved.
Snake, remember what the goal said.
Then
The grave
Mailing gives you some sort of Chinese proverb.
Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Oh, that was close. Right, you just wait till he walks down there. Whoa. Then you go into the ventilation shaft.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
Right, this is the ventilation shaft. You can't do a lot in it. You can't use your weapons. You can't use your radar. So it's just basically a means of getting to where you need to go. Now, I'm about to get a call from Master Miller.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
You can look out there down to the tank hangar if you want, just to be nosy. There's no real purpose to it, like, you can still do it. cutscene coming up.
I moved the docket sheet to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Right, moving on. Metal Gear Solid was one of the first games to have the vibration and the DualShock controllers. I remember I played it first on a demo and I thought this is a brilliant game, and then I actually bought it and it was the first game I ever completed, and I've been playing it 21 years later. I'm still playing it. One of my favourite games. Oh yes, if you have enough items and you go for another one, it'll say full. And then to drop down here, you just go for it and you hit circle. Roy Campbell tells you what to do, but really there's no point. You just go over and hit circle. This takes you into the tank hangar, which I think has one of the best pieces of music in the whole game.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Right, so the objective is to go down onto the ground floor and find the elevator. Right, in this stage there is 2 surveillance cameras and 2 genome soldiers. You can use chaff, but you don't really need chaff. You can just wait for the cameras to change position. Flatten yourself against the wall and just wait till the camera passes by. And then here you get your thermal goggles, but you have to get them now, because if you don't, you'll not be able to get them later on in the game until you have the level 4 security card. If you do get caught by the genome soldiers, you can go into the tanks and they'll not see you, but be careful, if they do catch you, they'll throw a grenade in. And that's where the elevator is. Now you can go into B2 now, you don't really have to, but you can go down and get ammunition for your shotgun. But you need to be careful, because I think there's genome soldiers down here at this point of the game. Yep, there is. Just gonna save it.
You found out where the DARPA chief is. With his nanomachine transmitter, he should show up as a green dot on your radar when you get close. Try to find him. Come on, Snake, you can do it.
Sometimes she doesn't give you a proverb and just says like stuff like, "Oh, hey, you can do it." You have to be careful on the armory because there's traps. After I get the ammo for the shotgun, I'll show you where the traps are. Need to be careful for the traps because if you fall over them, it's an instant death. Right, B1's where you have to go. And this is B1, and this is where the Dark Chief is.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the Dapper Chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
If you flatten yourself up against the wall, shows you where he is. Now you can't get into the door because it's security level 1, you haven't got the card yet. But don't worry, you just go around here and you'll see a ladder. The Royal Camel rings you in a minute and tells you about it.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Right. You just follow the vent. If you go up here, you'll get a cutscene with one of the Genome soldiers called Johnny.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
More shotgun bullets. As you can see, it went red. I've gotten more than I need. So moving on. Really do love this game. If you've never played Metal Gear Solid before, seriously, you need to give it a try. It is one of my all-time favourite games. Never got bored of it. Since the day I played it in 1998, I've never got bored of it. Okay, if you look down here, you'll meet a character called Beryl. She will play a bit more significance later on in the game.
Not me. Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Right, DARPA Chief's down here. I love this cutscene.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Armstech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Armstech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Armstech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorist demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead. Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Right, first boss battle's coming up here. As you can see, the Dark Chief's now dead. We don't know what happened to him. He died of a suspected heart attack. So we just have to wait for the cell to open. And there's a door open, and if you do this, you can see the person's about to do stuff. So, you're ready for the first boss battle. Just get your soakum and start shooting.
so you killed the chief, you bastard. Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Right, this is the first boss. It's pretty easy, just keep shooting your gun and getting ammo and rations. I swear I love music in this game. Now watch it for the grenades, like they're quite deadly. And that is the first boss done. Not too difficult.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Right, that's the first boss over, so you now have Sock'em, stun grenades, chaff grenades, scope, thermal goggles. So we're going to go to the level 1 of the tank hangar to get the Sock'em suppressor and the cardboard box. And hopefully I will get to show you one of the most funniest parts of this whole game, and it's definitely one of my favourite bits in the whole game. It makes me laugh every time. Like, this game is 21 years old and I still piss myself laughing at it. Right, to use the level 1, to use the pan card, you have to equip it, and then the doors will open. Right, so got cardboard box A and some more chaff grenade, which you don't need because I haven't used it. So you need to equip your card, because if you don't equip your card, the door will not open. They changed that in the new Metal Gear Solid game, so it opens automatically. But for this game, you have to equip the card before the door opens. Have to be careful there. You can see the red dot there on the radar. Right, we'll save it again.
You caught Snake? Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Some more good advice from Mailing. I need to be careful getting the suppressor. The guard is pretty much asleep. You can crawl past them. Then just let them sleep. Well, you can kill them if you want, but with this game I'm planning for going for no, not being seen and no kills. Oh, that was close. Right, I'm going to do that moment I was telling you about. You can flatten yourself against the wall and you can make a noise and the genome soldiers will respond to it. And equip the box, and this is the funniest moment. I mean, I love this. I can do it all day. Love it. Oh crap.
Get out of the way.
You have to be careful because you have to be careful in doing that there, because there's sometimes they'll walk into the box and they'll oh well, there goes more without being seen. But I had to show you that just a box because it's so funny. It'll not matter. You don't get any rewards for not being seen anyway. As in later on in Metal Gear Solid 3 and games like that, you have to do the whole game without being seen. They'll not install camouflage. But in this game it's different. Right, go back down into B2. Down in B2, you get more items. You'll get the C4, the grenades. I think that's it. At this point in the game there'll be no soldiers in this bit, so it's quite easy. Later on, that's where you get the PSG-1, it's a sniper rifle. And here's where you get the C4. You get the Nikita missile launcher in there. You get the FAMAS in there, which is a machine gun. You get the shotgun bullets in there, which you know about, because I was in there already. Then you get the grenades in there. Now, as you notice, there's no doors. Well, there's one door, which is here. And there's level 4, it's level card 4, of course we'll have card 4, so we have a problem. So, to advance them, you get the C4. And if you look at the wall, you'll see it's a different colour. Go and knock it. Put the C4 on it. Of course, to activate the C4, you hit circle. And there you have it. There you have a hole in the wall. That's where we have to go to advance in the game. And in here is 2 gun cameras, so just throw a bit of chaff. And you'll get some more C4, and there's a ration there too. Right, well that concludes episode 1 of my Metal Gear Solid walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, I better see what first.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
Right, that concludes episode 1 of my Metal Gear Solid walkthrough. I look forward to making part 2. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and have a good time.